Hello, hello, zombie. Hope you have a good evening. Well, judging by the emotes, not emojis, emotes, assume you have a good one. Alright. Give me a second. Alright. I have a bit of a sore throat tonight. I don't know if it's noticeable in my voice, so I have a glass of hot tea right beside me to help at such trying times. Hopefully, it won't affect my ability to talk. So anyway, hello everyone. Today I'm playing a game called Neyasnoe, which is basically Russian for unclear or uncertain. There are like multiple ways you can translate it, and it's basically, from what I understand, is a walking sim now about exploring and living and experiencing a post Soviet inspired world. I don't think this game takes place in Russia literally, but the inspiration is pretty clear. You can see just straight from the main menu, Vista. It's like you literally typical Russian small Russian town. This game came out literally today, and it came from people who made It's Winter, which is another like a walking sim that lets you like explore a post-Soviet neighborhood at like at late winter night. This is pretty. It has great vibes and got like some attention on public discourse. Yeah, that's a game from them. And when I spotted it on Twitter, like I obviously decided that I'm going to play it. Of course, how can I not? So yeah, I'm playing this today. Surprisingly, this game has tutorial, and it like literally loads a separate level. Look at this pixelization. Like I literally cannot read. Well, I can, but yeah, it is surprising. Usually, considering how minimalist in a lot of indie games of that scale tend to be, it's surprising that they decided to like make a separate map for the tutorial. Very AAA-esque. Very alive before the end of the Soviet Union. No, I was born in 1995. Yeah. So I didn't really witness the collapse. But I wasn't really conscious during the 90s, really. I was basically just a kid. A literal kid. So I don't have like a bright memories of the infamous like 90s that the Russia had to go through after the collapse of USSR. I think you can safely assume that the people who made this, they're also like of my age, more or less. They're like millennials, like in the mid or like late 20s. Yeah, so that's an interesting area. I wonder, it's like some kind of factory. Love the lights, the light fixtures. Anyway, we have a mouse to look around. The usual controls, some kind of corridor. Run. Oh, I think that all of these ways are blocked except this one. Okay, I can run. Oh, oh wow, that was a frame drop. Oh, another one. Holy, what is happening? Okay, yeah, that's. I have no idea where am I. That's just a really weird corridor. Very, very dreamlike. Okay, we have jumps. Very floaty, very light jumps. Kinda unexpected for a game like this. Oh, we are getting into some red lights territory. Oh my god, this game has crouch. Crouch also is like very smooth, very fast. There's like no pause in your movement at all. Again, surprising. I feel like I'm playing like some kind of shooter. Oh, that's very artsy, I like it. Oh, now I'm struggling. Grab if... Okay, like grab if is the left mouse button. And throw is right mouse button, so I can do this. Okay, maybe I called this game a walking sim prematurely. Like it has like a walking sim tag, and from what I like from the description and stuff, it created an impression like very meditative exploration, like driven character talking sort of game. Not really sure what's the use of that picking and throwing mechanic. Kind of reminds me of this, you know, there is this level, pretty cool level in the last Hitman, where you have basically like a German club, which is I think like inspired or like based on a real club, which basically takes place in like a abandoned factory or something, you know, which is basically like a repurposed space. And I'm kind of getting like a similar vibes from this one, because I know that this game features clubs, like club areas. So maybe we'll have like a similar, like environmental storytelling things. Okay, so that's pretty much a gate. You have to stack a bunch of crates to progress. Okay. Yeah, I am. I'm surprised. I don't think one will be enough. Oh, it's kind of close. Not really. And I wish the cursor button, or not button, but like the crosshair was a bit more clear when it, you know, when you look at an interactive object you can interact with it. You can see it spinning. Actually, I don't even know. Can you see it on stream that it's spinning? I think you can see it, but it's like a very subtle change, really. Oh that's, oh boy, that's, oh yeah, that's there's also a bit like, there's kind of like the feedback lacking when I pick up the crates, so I'm not really sure when I click like a button, did I pick up the crate or not? That's all a bit, yeah. A bit awkward interacting with these guys. How do you feel about the cursor not matching the low res of the scene? I mean, does it not match? Maybe when it starts, I think that like the default. It doesn't really like, it's not very noticeable to me. It doesn't attract my attention. So yeah, I don't know. It's hard to tell on stream. Yeah, I think it's pretty low res for me at least. Oh, what is, oh my god, what is happening? It's like It's not even a collapse. Or crouch. Now like I'm getting some, you know, this very like famous thief corridor. Like it is like all twisted. Now that I'm getting thief vibes. Yeah, what is it? It looks... It's not like a cathedral, right? It's more like a factory area, like an old factory. Interact E. Oh. And the music stopped. Oh, that's a bit abrupt transition. Okay, the text, the way like the text is displayed, I think it a bit contrasts with the overall like pixelized low-res aesthetics, visuals of the rest of the game. Distances between the bodies of the planetary system. The absolute distances between classes are so enormous that the numbers expressing them in ordinary. I wonder if it's like it's just of any importance really, because that's a lot of text in a tutorial level. Yeah, I think I'm done with this book. I like the chair, how it says. Is it like a small, like a pillow, or it's like a part of the sitting actually? It looks like more of a pillow to me, like a very flat pillow. It looks very comfy. Oh, I can go up, I think? Oh. What is going on? It's like it looks like a key, I think? Oh, let me guess. This is a gate that I need to... He needed. Yeah, and you can even see like the lock like has the shape, right? Of the lock matches this shape. I don't know what it is. I don't think it's a key, but something different. What damage? Yes, pretty much. Oh, and I'm definitely not looking forward to more. Oh my god, please. Create stacks, because yeah, they're not very fun to stack. You should be very careful. These crates are so fragile. Oh my god. Yeah, they're very fragile. Alright. Oh, look at this. Nice cog. I guess it's sort of in line actually with the previous game, right? It's winter, because in that one you can interact with lots of objects, right? In an apartment, for example, you have like, if you even have some sort of interactions between different, I think, objects, like you can put like an egg in microwave, I think, in that one. So I guess it sort of makes sense. Oh, there was no sound on landing. Yeah, the character has like very floaty feeling to it overall. Ah, the sound was great, so, for the opening. Congratulations, now you're ready. Tutorial complete. Alright. Let's start the game, I guess. Oh, yeah, that's... It's like, I think the FPS stutters, they're because of something loading, I assume. But yeah, look at these. Look at these buildings. They have a bit of an unusual shape, like the balconies, or like, I don't know. Not really. They're just like normal windows too. This is some unique shape that I wonder if there's like some kind of like real world like source of inspiration for this. But I don't think I've encountered like the Soviet panel houses that have like this sort of configuration. I'm digging it. Can I interact with this? Oh, that like the interaction sounds have. That's. Yeah, not sure what it is. I feel like I've seen buildings that shape in the UK. Oh, really? Huh. That's oh, that's oh, look, a giant rat. Of course. I can pet the rat. Plague? What? I have skills. Loneliness. Corporeality, reflection. Did I, what that word meant? Like I received some kind of sickness from it? That's confusing, but yeah, this place is interesting. It's just, it's not even, yeah, it's just like islands of different, you know, like it's like someone took a city, like a town, and carved like different parts of the town, you know, and like placed them on this like giant empty field in like very like weird manner, right? It's just like a bunch of isolated panel houses, a bunch of garage. Do you call them garage in English? I forgot. This looks like garage to me. A bunch of garages for cars. A bunch of other houses in the distance. And there's like this giant empty space in between. Well, there are people in the distance. I do like this. I wasn't really sure about the whole, you know, heavy pixelization, but I do like how it makes things hard to read in the distance, far away. It's nice ambiguity to it. Hey, can I talk to you? Oh, you're okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure where the music is coming from, but yeah, it's one of those people. Oh God! Oh! It's really loud.
Эй. Денег.
Okay. That's oh, yeah, this one again. Can't talk to this guy, but it is kind of cool how his phone you can actually like see based on the lighting, changing like its color. That he's scrolling through different stuff.
Денег.
Yeah, I guess they're supposed to invoke like the archetype of your typical gopniks.
Мы просто гуляем.
Okay, they're just walking around. Yeah, I wonder if they're supposed to just walk into this, like, nothingness? Or there's like, oh, they choose their direction randomly. Okay, that was a bunch of people for sure. I assume none of these are interactable. Yeah, man, this sound is really weird. Also, digging these trees, completely dead, naked trees, of course. Wait, what does it mean? It's MFC. That's what the letters are. But I am actually not sure what... Okay, give me a second. I'm actually curious. Oh, it's basically, what do you call it? Like, government services? Okay. Hard to get a car into garage when the door is few bricks away. Yeah, I'm actually not sure if it's how setting it is. If I assume it's not. I don't think that's like a common. Yeah, no, I don't think it's like some kind of feature of like of Russian garage. What, by the way, what is multiple for garage? Is it garage, just like with fish, or is it like do you actually need to add s in the end? It's kind of awkward to say garages. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's authentic, and probably more of a joke, I guess. At least the same too. Yeah. Garages. Do I pronounce it right? And I think this kind of building is supposed to evoke more of a... So like the whole like popular, right, and common panel houses, or like panel housing was introduced with Khrushchev. Is it how you pronounce his name in English? But before that we had Stalin, right? And Stalin was more keen toward a more like, European sort of classical architecture. That was kind of his leaning. And if you ever like encounter sort of a Stalin architecture, like buildings from the Stalin era, you'll find them actually, they all look quite fancy. But of course they are not like a common housing buildings. They're not for your main populace. Not really. But they have this like a very nice look of like a combination of is your European architecture. So I assume this is what these buildings are supposed to evoke. Different people pronounce in different ways. Around here we say garage? Garage? Oh, that's how you pronounce it? Oh, okay, that's... Yeah, garage. Garages? Garages, huh. Oh. Okay. Flashlight. Yeah, that's not how it's supposed to be usually. Oh, that's an entrance, okay. Boy, what is this? Access denied. Corporeality 1. Oh, hello there. Security. Drunk. Smokes a lot. this like... I wonder if it's like a Russian brand of chips. I'm not sure if it's a Russian one. Actually, I'm not... Yeah, it kind of... I feel like it's a foreign. It's like... That doesn't really look like a Russian brand to me of chips. Maybe it is. Not a big specialist. The way you were saying it was more American. Ah, okay. Well, I will say that it was definitely intentional. I was definitely trying to invoke an American accent. I can hit it. Yeah. Actually, let me Google for a sec. Is it... Am I thinking about this brand? Oh, it kind of looks like that. Kind of. Oh, I ate it, unfortunately. Fuck. I don't. Oh, my memory. God damn it. Let me show you. I think kind of look like that. Where's my browser? It kind of looked like that, right? The model. I think this is... It kind of looks similar, sort of, right? Man, I don't even remember how it looked. Even so, it happened. Yeah, it looks like it, right? So yeah, it's like one of the like common Russian brands. They're weird. Like they are very different from Lay's, for example, right? I think like Lay's is very common, right? Sort of international brand for chips, or Pringles. They're like very what do you call it? How to describe it? They're very they are hollow, you know what I mean? They're very God, airy. That's not the word. Yeah, it's kind of. I mean, I don't know how to describe them. This particular type, but it's like in comparison to Lay's, it's like very. It's not crispy. It's like it lacks. I mean, my English just fails me, but it's different. That's all you need to know. And I'm not sure different in a good way. I'm honestly not big fan of like Russian chips that you can find in shops and supermarkets. Lay's comes from the UK, but in the UK they call it Walkers. That's such a weird name. Walkers. Okay. Yeah, you're having good time. Are you even exit denied? Reflection +1. Okay, it looks like I'm getting some stats, I think. Oh yeah, that's a typical plant you can find like in especially like in office spaces. Especially like, you know, the government office spaces. I don't know what you call it in English, and I don't know how common it is. Like, I don't know, it's in England, for example. Yeah, you can find it. Just, yeah, the whole culture of like what do you call it? Like interior plants design, or like it's bad. It doesn't look good. It's just kind of. It's exactly. It looks like this when you enter like an office, and you can find like a bunch of plants like this, scattered across like in the corners, on the balconies. More of these very comfy chairs, and some. Oh yeah, there's. Oh man, they're like different variations. Yeah, they're too fancy. Too fancy. And oh god, this is some luxurious stuff. Okay, there is a waiting line. Yeah, that's like very common thing. when you enter like a bank, for example. Oh, I can smoke. Cool. Wow, I like this. I like this little interactions you can do. Also, FPS dropped when I decided to smoke. Yeah, so when you enter like a bank, for example, and you need to do something, you get like a ticket, waiting ticket, in a what do you call them? What do you call them? Bankomat? Do you call them bankomat in English? Walkers was the original name, and then the company got purchased by an American man called Lay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. So yeah, then you get the ticket, and they have like your very typical screen like this, like a big screen. It's literally numbers like that. And you need to wait. Skills. I mean, I know that. Yeah. Oh, I think I increased a bunch of them. Can I drink this? No. That looks like a Baltica to me, which is like again Russian brand of beer. Yeah, that's probably Baltica. Oh, I actually can interact and enter. Okay. Oh, that's like 3 different exits? What? That's a nice face. Super Suka. Yeah, that's I can imagine someone having I think it's Instagram handle, right? Or something like this. Okay, where am I? Is it the same building actually? No, that's it. Oh, I ended up in a different place. Don't know what the bankomat is. I mean, like it's like a terminal, you know, where you can receive tickets, so like waiting tickets, or I guess, for example, where you can like get money from, or like put money on your card, for example. It's just I guess it's just a terminal, right? That's the word. Tickets for what? For waiting tickets. So, wait, is it not a common practice? Like you get into bank, you receive a waiting ticket from the terminal that has a number on it, and then you see on the screen, on the big screen that we saw earlier, like your number of your waiting ticket. And when the number pops up and says like, hey, go to window like number 1 or something if you have this ticket. Stuff like that. Is it not common stuff? Is it not how you do that in English bunks when you need something to do something in them? This is very fancy bus stop. Too fancy. Like, I don't remember seeing like a bus stops that have like a kiosk like that. It's kiosk in English too, right? That's like a little kiosk shop. I get more plague. I think I'm just getting sick from these rats. But they're cute. And they make cute sounds. And they also push bottles. Very powerful rat. I wish I was like it. Yeah, I don't remember seeing kiosks together with bus stops. It may be like somewhere near it. Maybe like you can find a bus stop and then like kiosk around. Not far away. Yeah, but it's too fancy, I'll tell you that. It's just like too fancy. It looks too inviting. All the lighting is just like very bright. Just it looks good. It looks comfy. That's not. Yeah, I'm not buying. I'm not buying into it. It's just it's not authentic enough. Now it should be. It's the kiosks like that. They should be repelling. They should like the quality that the atmosphere that like evoke. They should be just completely opposite. You do not want to approach them. It doesn't look good, especially in the modern day and age when you have like a fancy supermarket chains. Yeah, I don't think I ever bought anything from a kiosk in the last 5 or even 10 years. We just stand in the fucking line. We have tickets like that in some shops like Argos. Wait, do you have tickets in shops? Like a normal supermarket shops? Like where you buy like groceries? Or like a more specialized shops? I'm surprised. I'm surprised that you just about like standing in the line. Only particular shit. Oh, okay, all right, yeah, yeah. I mean, no, we don't have any stuff like that. I don't remember any like specific shops where you have tickets that you need to get. Yeah, it's only like in banks or like like in government buildings. Yeah, I don't think it's very common. Not sure. Anyway, can I buy some cigarettes? Buy chips. What's that? What does it mean? What does it say? Oh, it means open. It means открыто, which means open, basically. Yeah, that's probably how you would do that. You just like you would see like this like a piece of paper that is awkwardly like torn and cut, and there's like someone wrote with like a pen that it's open. Yeah, I'll take some chips. Also, what is... Oh, holy shit, there is a bus that I can... Oh my god, this is... this is so... Again, there's like a very... I'll be honest, I haven't used buses like that in a long time. But yeah, this is how it feels to enter a bus like that. It feels like you're entering very unpleasant space. Just look. I don't know what to go there, right? There's just weird guys. It's just, of course, there are always weird guys in these buses, but it doesn't look comfy. Oh god, yeah. Oh my god, this is. Yeah, that's just a level what? Huh? What? I am... Like the kind of shop where you tell the guy what you want, then has to go into the back somewhere to find it. Oh, you mean like these well, we have this oh god, what do you call them, like places, like internet shops, the storages. You're basically where you can like get your internet orders to arrive at. We have like a bunch of chains like that. And so actually no, I don't think you need tickets for them. You just come to the... And you come to the guy and you tell them the number of your order and they give it... Yeah, actually, no, we don't have tickets for those two. 100 kills? I mean, yeah, I didn't even pay for the bus. What? It's just light fixture. Twitch's silence. Oh, that's good. That's a good way to describe what this guy is doing. Twitch's silence. Oh, holy shit! I am. Okay. Yeah, I did. There's another big area. Okay, I did not expect that. Yeah, that's just Saint Petersburg. That's just fucking Saint Petersburg. That's just like literally one of the streets of the Saint Petersburg that I was living on, or like I was living nearby. I had like an apartment. I was renting an apartment near like a place like very similar. Yeah, I wonder if like devs of this game they live in Saint Petersburg. I wouldn't be surprised. But you can see this looks very fancy, right? It's more of like your typical, I don't know, Eastern European kind of town. NPCs scrolling their phone is the most realistic type of NPCs I've ever seen. Yeah, I like this. I like how you can even like try to interact with them. and the game just gives you like snappy lines. Choose silence. Fun it's not weird that ignore. Yeah, it's actually another like good way to handle, right? The whole thing of you just approaching and standing, right? Which is a common thing, right? That you sort of all video games that feature NPCs kind of struggle with, right? Inherent is that what happens if the player just like approaches the NPC and stands in front of them awkwardly, just staring at them, right? Which is, yeah, usually you probably would want your NPCs to, you know, react to that somehow. And that's like one way to handle it. It's just like make an NPC that is so preoccupied with their phone that they just literally don't give a shit.
Здорово, браток.
Bratok is more like a bro, you know, not less of a dude and more of like a bro, like a very sort of informal form of a brother, basically. I guess you can also translate it as a dude, but I'm digging this guy's drip. It's like, oh, is it one of those shoes, like what do you call them, Crocs, whatever they are, that have like lights, like light fixtures, or like lamps attached to them, like very fancy thing. Yeah, man, look at this guy.
Здравствуйте, вам нужен чайный гриб?
Yeah, I did not expect that line, but okay. Oh man, how do you translate Tosca? It's very, it's like melancholy, I think, like a melancholy. I think one way to translate it. I don't know, actually, I'm not sure whether the melancholy is like accurate. It's more like, it's like a feeling of boredom, you know, but like a very kind of like sad boredom, you know. You're bored, but you're also sad, you know. This kind of, I think kind of melancholy, I think kind of fits a bill. Also, I don't know if anyone would like paint it like this, you know. First of all, you really need, yeah, it's kind of, you need to make some effort in order to place this particular spot on the wall. But then it's just like you're just like the same word copied 3 times. I'm not sure if it's like very. Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't seem authentic, you know, writing to me on the wall. I like this spot. I just like this. Like these graffitis, the pile of trash, like this corner, like very dark and uncomfortable corner, and then there's like a giant poster. It probably would be like an adverb or like some advertisement poster, and not this, you know, very fancy kind of like art. Or maybe it could be art actually in St. Petersburg that is like highlighted with like lamps. You would not think a game like this would have such detailed lights and shit. Yeah, actually, that's really like the attention to details is really nice. Oh, I'm also like digging different lampposts. Again, very fancy, very St. Petersburg like, or like a very Moscow like, I guess. Actually it also fits like the center of Moscow. I think I talked about that, right? When I had like a vacation in July or June when I visited Moscow, and I was kind of like, I was surprised how like the Moscow is actually a very pretty city in comparison to St. Petersburg. It like also features lots of beautiful architecture, to my surprise. Sigmoid. Is it a reference to like Sigma male memes? Yeah, I'm not sure if it's like some kind of reference to sort of like a Russian memes. I don't know. I don't recognize it. Oh, I don't think there is a fighting in this game, right? So, but this guy is he's agitated for some reason.
Вход только по приглашениям.
I mean, I love voices. I like this, like the this kind of like, you know, janky quality of the recordings of the voices. Also, it does. She does sound like a person who's smoking the moment, right? Yeah. Looks. Yeah, it sounds like people are having fun inside, but that's not for me.
Здорово, браток. Пиздец ты кривым стал.
Okay. Was one way to describe me, I guess. Oh, that's also a very common scene of like having this the trash bin. It should be like there should be like a pile around it, but it also like should be filled over the top. Like the trash is just literally there. You shouldn't be able to put like anything inside of it. It's just like it's overloaded. This is a very fancy poster. Too fancy, I'm afraid. Yeah, that's not. Oh yeah, that's. Get out of here, buddy. That's not a poster you would find in like in your typical like bus stop. That's too fancy. It's that like it's for Europe or something, not for Russia. A sigmoid is a kind of functional mass. Like a wavelet. Huh. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know if it's like maybe a reference to a real place. They're used in a signal compression. It should drink the drink. Hey, wait, I can drink it? Oh yeah, I can. Corporeality. Oh yeah, I'm drunk. I am drunk from just like a bunch of swallows. Swallows? Is this how you say it? From like this like can? Really? Yeah, man.
Что ты тут, а?
My character is just weak. What is? Oh, that was a weird effect. Also, I can enter. This door didn't really look like interactable door to me, but I'll take it. Oh boy, all these twisted corridors. I mean, I'm kind of digging it. Another -1 corporeality. Oh wait, is it -1 or is it just 1? No, I mean I guess it's -1 because it says here it's 4. This is just confusing all over the place. Yeah, the Russians are meant to be able to handle booze. That's true, especially it's just like a beer. Yeah, we are playing as a very, very weak person. Man, what is this? What is this outfit? It's like they have this kind of like, you know, Ahegao t-shirts or something. Let him sleep. Oh, I recognize this pile of cigarettes. I think we saw it near the officer. Not the officer, the security guy. No, I can drink again. Man, then the sounds is just like so. Yeah, they're a bit gross. You know, there's like a quality of grossness to them. Yeah, this is very fancy. Like, what is happening here? Am I? It's like some kind of weird, especially with like these windows, like they are stained windows. It's kind of like a weird mix of like a church and your typical, you know, your Soviet panel house, and there's like some kind of industrial themes to it. Oh, what? Yeah, and now it looks like your typical Soviet what do you call? I mean, what do you call this? Like transition space? I forget the word. The media would have, I would have believed that Russians drink vodka like it's water. Yeah, that's a stereotype. So yeah, it is kind of surprising, right? Just a stairwell, really? You call it like the stairwell, this area? Okay, I didn't expect that. Okay, but yeah, that's like your very typical Soviet stairwell. Very dirty. Like yeah, this was like a very typical image you can find, like these kids like putting, I don't know, it's like matches, right, to the ceiling to create this like very ugly dark spots on the ceiling. It's just, yeah, I don't know, I never did this myself and I don't think my friends did it, but yeah, that's like a thing that you could encounter, and it kind of actually looks a bit old to me. That's something that you could maybe encounter like in the beginning of like 2000, kind of like shortly after 90s, because yeah, I think it's just in a modern building like that, we managed to move away from this practice of this kind of vandalism, I think. Yeah, graffitis all over the place. These weird like glass walls that you can find sometimes too in some buildings. Oh my... What is... Am I playing? What am I playing? This guy has some kind of cyber implant in his eye?
Все заебало. Очень-очень сильно заебало.
And he even has like a robo voice.
Дождь хлещет улицу. Все листья уже на земле. Беспощадная ночь.
He's kind of like a poet. I'm digging him. Oh, hello there. Man, I'm just playing it. I did not expect that it to turn into cyberpunk.
Ну чё, как твои аугментации? Не ноет на погоду? Может, тебя немного подпаять?
I love this. It's just a bunch of motherboards. Is it authentic? Like it's kind of like a heartbeat monitor sort of thingy. Do people use them for motherboards? I don't know. I'm not a nerd.
Да шучу. Пум-пум-пум-пум-пум-пум. Ты вообще знаешь, как твое тело теперь работает?
Okay, so I guess I'm also a cyborg or something?
Да тебя это не волнует, я уж понял.
Loneliness +1. Also, oh my god, I'm going to butcher it. Oscilloscope? And yes, okay. Oh man, there's... What is... Yeah, I wonder what these are supposed to be. Oh, sorry. It is kind of funny how, like, this monitor... I guess these monitors can have, like, they can make sounds like they have, like, speakers ingrained in them. Mines? I mean, I guess they kind of look like mines, but with this, like, a radioactive icon? Man, this room feels comfy. Surprisingly.
Иди свою дорогу.
Okay. All right. More plague. I'll take it. Man, is it like a? I wonder, is it like a common thing in like I don't know in England, for example, when you have like the all these like public spaces, right? That are just very often filled with this kind of like advertisement stuff, right? When you have like this paper piece with like a bunch of little pieces that you can tear, and that will have like a phone on them that you can call, for example. It's just it's like a it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Like for example, it's like it's still a thing. Now even like in the modern buildings, for example, that I live in right now. Like in the beginning when the building is like it's pretty fresh. It's like literally I think it became available for people to move in. I think last year, like a year and a half maybe, and like immediately, like all the stairwell, like all like especially elevators, so like the elevator cabins, they became like filled with this advertisement shit. Just looks ugly, just terrible. I hate it. I hate it so much. Yeah, in the inner city. Okay. I don't know. Is it like effective way to advertise in 2023? Do people like I don't know, maybe boomers actually use them? I don't know. Подъезде не курить. No smoking in a stairwell. Yeah, I don't think there is any other way out. Also, like the presence, like even like this amount of like these plants is. Oh, that's okay. The music for some reason stopped. Usually, if you see this, it's because someone has like took an initiative. It usually it's like some old woman or some kind of boomer, grandma decided to, put their own plants, in the stairwell. Usually this is how it works. What reality? What? I didn't do anything. So you can make a safe guess when you like enter like a building like this, and you can see like these plants in the corners. It's probably some grandma decided to make like the public space look a bit more comfy. Is it cactus? Yeah, it looks like cactus to me. Yeah, I'll say this, like this game definitely hits well, like the joy of exploration. It's very baseball. Not a baseball, basketball. Oh, the sound really good. I'm loving this environment. Yeah, the environments are great. I'm definitely digging how it's just like it's very just inspired, right? It's like leans toward this like very surreal spaces that are just very often just. Oh man, look at this. Yeah, I am in a church right now, that's for sure. I would play a game in the setting in a proper res.
Также выясним, что же такое жизнь на самом деле. Мы приводим фрагмент из новой передачи, с помощью которой вы сможете поделиться своим мнением о главных ценностях современного человека. Она начнется через 10 минут.
I wonder if it was
Пока
intentional.
давайте ненадолго отвлечемся от темы и обратимся
That
к
this
основным
guy
новостям к этому
disappeared.
часу.
Maybe it was, I don't
Я
know.
напоминаю, вы
He had
слушаете
like a skull, right?
вещающий с одного
It's
частоты
for like a
звука
head.
на частоте 96 МГц.
Very mysterious. Also, oh my god, what do you call this? It's
Итак,
like a
новости.
very popular thing among like Russian, like especially young people.
Иногда Нужно
the
почувствовать
smoking
боль,
pipe.
чтобы почувствовать жизнь. Сегодня в столице республики прошел форум, посвященный вопросу, пора ли
Yeah, it kind of
человечеству
looks like a
прекращать
bug, but
свое
I'm not even sure. I
существование?
don't know anymore.
Что может ответить народ, переживающий экзистенциальную
I never had it
трагедию?
before, but I mean, I'm
Как
not
к этому
smoking. I'm
относятся
not a
эксперты,
smoker,
количество
so
которых растет
yeah, it
в
makes sense
геометрической
that
прогрессии?
I didn't use this like a.
Разрабатывается ли новый путь к
Contraption, whatever it's
самоуничтожению
called.
человечества?
But I wonder if
Или,
it's like a
может,
popular mode,
следует
like I don't
выйти за
know.
пределы
A bong.
информационного
Oh yeah, I guess a bong or.
пространства и обратиться к
Yeah, it's probably a
системе?
bong, I guess. Or hookah.
Ответы на эти и многие другие вопросы
I wonder if it is popular like among like I
в
don't
новом
know like
месте.
Western European use or like American
Жить
use.
в кайф. Предприниматель и меценат Николай Горячкин на минувшей неделе продал.
I kind of said that the radio doesn't have like subtitles, but it is like also a very fancy place, like a not fancy but a comfy. Like you have this like a very nice warm lamp. You have a bong, bunch of. It looks like a wine bottles actually, right? Not a beer, but more like a wine. Very fancy comfy chair, radio, and a vending. Well, not a vending machine. What do you call like a fridge? Yeah, like a fridge is just full of cola. I think this is cola. This is Pepsi. This is Sprite. This is, I think, like one of the. I think it was like a Russian brands, like a orange juice or something. This is like a lemon lemonade, and this looks like cola in like a glass bottles to me. And these like a cans, but I'm not really actually sure. Or maybe this is like an orange juice bottle. It is fun, right? It is fun with these low res games when they like very good at providing moments like this when you like look at this assets and you try to guess what you're looking at. Very engaging, experience. Just look at an asset and be like, what am I looking at? What is this brand supposed to be, right? Yeah, this is very well stocked mini fridge. I don't even know if you can call it mini fridge. It's kind of like medium fridge. Also, man, the texture is a bit weird, right? It's kind of like, yeah, the texture looks a bit. Yeah, it's just bugged. It's like a, I don't know. I guess they have Coca-Cola, or was it? Yeah, Coca-Cola left pretty much. You still can find it, but you will find basically an imported Coca-Cola. And usually you won't find it like in your supermarket chains. You can like order them. You can. They're like chains where they are basically just for delivery. You can only like order a delivery from them like on the internet, and these have cola and like other brands. Usually it's just cola. We don't have, for example, Pepsi. I haven't seen Pepsi anywhere, or like Fanta or Sprite, but cola is, you can find cola, and usually it's either from Poland or Kazakhstan. Yeah, it's usually those two places where you can I assume they get all the cola. Yeah, but a lot of brands I'm missing. Yeah, it's kind of hard to find them, and usually we have lots of like Russian replacements, like a lot of them. It's kind of like shocking to me how many like replacement colas we have. Just like a 5 or 6. You can like enter a supermarket shop and you'll find like 6 or 5 like different cola brands, and some of them are like, I tried them for some time and some of them are okay, but most of them I personally they are not as good as the original cola. But it is surprising how like the market sort of like adapted very quickly. Man, this okay. I'm digging this. Oh, I'm digging this even more. Like this vista that is behind me. It's a bunch of like a row of like panel houses in the distance. Just endless row of them. Yeah, that's very like a very kind of like especially in St. Petersburg, you literally have like a neighborhoods like this. And I'm also digging how like they're all a bit tilted, right, on the different angles. That it like creates this like weird like surreal feeling. It's not so messy in real life, but I do like it. Also, like the rain is I'm not a big fan how it's like very subtle rain, maybe. I barely notice the rain effect. I don't even know if it's like noticeable on stream. But the sound effects, especially like a rain hitting like a roof, this is great. Can I walk the cables? No, I cannot. Unfortunate. Oh, I can. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Like for a second, I thought I'll be able to explore the like the lower area, but no. The game just teleports me back. And it doesn't let me jump down. Okay. Very restrictive, but I understand. I understand. Alright, that's a fancy roof. I kinda like it how the game doesn't give you any like explicit goal, right, or objective that you need to fulfill. You just have this like space present in front of you that you're like thrown into, and you're like, yep, that's just do whatever you want. Oh, look at this. A library, some sorts. Yeah, that's a person, that's a woman that you'd probably find in like especially government libraries.
Хороший выбор. Хорошее направление.
What? Good direction? I am not really sure what you're talking about. Can I take any? Oh, it's Dostoevsky, Crime and Punishment, of course. Of course it is Dostoevsky. Any other? Turgenev. Okay, another. Lermontov. In the summer night, the evening still seems present. The dawn is here. To what region of the clouds has the wandering moon come home? I guess it's also like a... it's a poem by some like classic Russian writer, but I don't recognize it. Not very well versed in like in the classical Russian literature. Never really captured my interest in school, and never really recaptured my interest after. I mean, it kind of makes sense that you have like all these like pieces or like books of classic Russian literature scattered around, but it's kind of I don't know. There's like a quality of this stereotype, right? Kind of that I'm not. It kind of feels stereotypical to some extent, right? When you think about Russian culture, it's all these writers, all this classical stuff, right? That is, I don't know. I kind of wish they would throw some more like contemporary stuff. I don't know, something less known to the public, you know? Because I don't know. I'm kind of like operating by sort of my personal experience. It's anecdotal, but I don't really think that Russian youth is interested, you know, and like particularly interested in like classical literature. Like it's not. I don't think it's like very popular. Like a layer of Russian culture with young people, which is probably like a thing, which is probably like universal, right? That's not just probably like a Russian Zoomer millennial thing, but because you know when you enter like a modern Russian bookstore, the first thing you will find like the first like books that will be like on display. Well, it will be like a manga actually. It's like a very common thing. I was actually surprised when I like entered like recently a bookstore, and one of the first things that I saw like near the entrance was like a Chainsaw Man volumes. What is the story here? What is our character doing? I don't think we're just like literally sort of like a sandbox kind of like setting. We explore pretty much. Just explore the space. We just vibe. We talk to people. That's it. I've never entered a Russian bookstore. It is, yeah. I mean, there are all sorts of stuff here, you know. And for example, one of the things that maybe you wouldn't expect necessarily, it's how present, like commonly present manga is. Yeah. And it's like the thing is, it doesn't really look like your sort of government library, right? Kind of gives me a vibe like a private, right, book store, probably more. Wait a second. This map, it kind of looks like a map from some video game, right? Is it? It kind of makes me think it's from some kind of video game. Like I don't know, like a Morrowind, or some old RPG, or like Logic or something. Watch a lot of Russian street interviews on YouTube. Oh, what kind of interviews? Just sort of that tap into sort of like experiences of Russian people. Huh. Or is it like a map? Or maybe it's like an old map of the city or something? Oh, that's interesting. Do you have more to say?
Скобки – это текстовые облака.
What? Oh boy, this lady is so weird.
Этот текст – это комикс без картинок.
Did it? Oh wait, what was that? Like I think like the music hit, like stopped. Oh yeah, that's such weird, like a loop or something. I don't know.
Сгустки концепции внутри текста, воздушные сгустки, содержащие невидимых жителей, сгустки ночи, сгустки отношений.
Alright. Yeah, most normal Russian lady. Okay, she's, I have no idea what she's consuming some really weird stuff on this phone. Oh. I kind of like this, actually. I kind of like how it's like, this game just constantly teleports you around the place, right? It's like, it's very disorienting, but it kind of, I don't know, I'm kind of digging it. That's just like, I guess it kind of adds this sort of confusion of like not being sure where you are in the space. Kind of fits well with the whole like surreal, right, and like nonsensical sort of quality of the spaces. I guess the square is like, it's more of like a normal looking square, but like the previous area, right, was just really weird. What am I looking at? Oh, it's like some kind of cartoon character. Oh, yeah, I don't know what kind of character it is. Vodka and beer.
Извините, а вы не могли бы купить блейзер?
Oh boy, that's so weird how like this game has like all these like a callbacks to different sort of times. Because I think this is I don't think young people do this. I don't think young people like approach adults and ask them like to buy them alcohol, because what Blazer is, I don't know if it's like a common, I don't know if it's like international brand, but it's like a alcoholic cocktail, you know. I don't maybe kids do this. I have no idea if kids do this. They like approach adults and like, can you buy us like a cigarettes and like some alcohol? It'll give you like 100 rubles or something. I'm not going to buy you, young lady.
Ну что, он купит?
Нет.
Ну блин.
Reflection +1. It is funny, like it happened to me once, like in my whole like life. It happened to me only once, actually, like maybe 5 years ago, I think. Like I was walking across the street and some boy like started clinging to me, asking like, can you buy me cigarettes? Can you buy me cigarettes? And the thing is, I'm short. I'm really short. I'm probably, if you translate it to feet, I'm like 5.3 feet tall. I'm basically like around, I don't have like exact measure, but I'm around like 155 like centimeters tall. And so it kind of was funny to me like that there is like a good chance that I don't think I had passport with myself, like an identity document. There was like a good chance that at the shop I would probably be asked to like provide like an identity document. So it was kind of funny how like this kid saw that I was a good choice, you know, for buying cigarettes and stuff. It is actually like a actual cartoon character. Hong Kong. I don't know what it is. I also was asked to buy cigarettes only one time. Yeah, I don't know, like I just, as an adult, you know, it's just I obviously didn't buy cigarettes because it's just, for me, it's just like, why as an adult you would do this, you know, like why would you buy an alcohol to the kid? What kind of like I don't know. You did it? You actually did it? Oh, that's surprising because yeah, maybe it's because I'm more, I guess, like an overall very lazy person. So I guess it's still a thing. I guess kids still do this. Kids still like hang around the like alcohol stores and look for like adults passing by and ask them to buy them stuff. I guess it is a universal thing, probably. I have to say I like the characters. I really like the characters. Like this, like I don't know, is it like PS1 or PS2 sort of era of like art direction, when you just like slap faces, like very realistic like looking faces on a, like low res models that create this like very nice uncanny feeling to it. Well, you're only 19. Okay. Like in my case, it is funny because I don't really consider myself, like, mainly because of my hate. I feel like I don't really come off as like as an adult. I think it's like very easy to sort of to look at me and think like, oh, that's probably like just a high school student. Because I also don't really like have like a strong facial hair. I usually shave. But I guess for that kid, I look like a proper adult. For me, we asked a random adult to buy us some vodka from a and we'd give him money. He kept the money and dropped the vodka. Wait, Triangle, where do you live? I thought you live in like in somewhere in Europe, right? In UK. Oh boy, the UK is wild. What the smoking age in Russia? I think it's like the smoking and drinking is the same. It's like 18 years old. PS2, the PS1 was more Triangle. Yeah, okay, that's probably PS2 one. And I was 16. I think we were younger. Like, we actually, we did this in my like a school sort of era. Like only a few times because I was like a proper kid and I didn't drink that often. I drink like maybe like 5 times, and I didn't like it. I did not like beer as a kid, and I did not like smoking as a kid, and it was like very puzzling to me why my peers enjoy this. So I like participate only like a few times in those gatherings outside of school, and like we would drink and stuff. Oh, it's the guy with this like very cool drip. Okay, let's get inside. Oh, I can't get inside. Fuck. Again, it's for the better, considering that my character becomes drunk after like taking a few sips. That's the word. The sip. I forgot it. A few sips from like a half full like a beer can. That's probably for the better. Actually, oh man. This game features like a very nice looking trees with actually like leaves on them. So it's like probably like a middle of fall, right? Middle of autumn, I assume. Yeah, look at that. That's like, oh man, I don't know. It's like this game. I expect this game to be more depressing, you know, is its why. But actually, kind of like, it's gloomy, but it's also like very comfy. Okay, this is where I was. The Sigmund Arena, which is basic. Oh no, it's not arena. It's arenda, which basically means rent in English. Oh, it's like пивоваренный завод имени Столетия Октября. That's a weird way to word it. But basically, it's like a beer factory, like a what do you call like a beer producing factory. Called after 100th anniversary of October. It probably sounds very confusing in English, but it's also kind of weird in Russian too. It's like a very sort of common Soviet tradition of like naming things after like October, for example, like a 100th anniversary of October. Yeah, that's like a weird Soviet thing that I am like personally don't really get myself. Don't really understand it either. Can I get inside? I can get inside. Oh, another very, very nice. Oh, look at this. It's like a piece of wall is sticking out. That's yeah, this is the factory that I think. Well, it looks like a factory. It was featured in the tutorial level. Yeah, yeah. Also, this game loves its colored lighting. It's just like it's very, very, very brave. It was this heavy use of colored lighting. Also, I think it's supposed to be like a Soviet, like a mosaic art, you know? It's like a very common thing to It's cozy gloom. I wonder if we can get hit by a car. Actually, yeah, I was curious about that. I'll try to test it. Hated beer cider was more my thing, and I never smoked it. It tasted like burnt food to me. Yeah, like I also am more of a cider guy. I just in general prefer like sweet alcohol over non-sweet alcohol. And the smoking, I don't know, like the smoking just, it tastes awful, you know. It makes you cough, and it's just, apart from that, after you get up through the cough, it's just doesn't, I don't know. I never really got into it. Do you think it's a problem that non-Russians can't read the signs, like there is no translation? Yeah, I think it's definitely, I wish this game would take more of a Hrot approach, right? Remember, like in Hrot, like lots of signs that translated, they have like subs. So this is definitely one of those cases. It's definitely like a game to me that kind of, it feels like it caters more toward like English speaking audience. So yeah, it is. If you do that, you definitely probably should spend more time to make sure that like a non-Russian audience can actually like have like subtitles to read or something to get a better understanding. What happened in October? I actually don't know. I know that it's like a significant month in Russian sort of like mythology, like in Soviet mythology. Yeah, I think Hrot handled it better in this regard. Actually, let me like Google it like very quickly. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. It's October because the revolution happened in October. Okay, I see this. It's probably because the revolution. Yeah, the Great October Socialist Revolution. I completely forgot about then. This is the months it happened. Yeah, now it makes sense, yeah. Why it became like very important months. Oh man, I just love how like the texture is so like shamelessly misaligned on walls. It seems very. Oh, I'm back to this place with the drunken guy. Oh, I think it's socks, right? It's not shoes. It looks like socks to me. And you kind of see how dirty they are. On bottom. That's great. But I will explore the factory, the beer factory. Let's go this way. Oh, I'm back to this place. Okay, I'm slowly building a mental map of this place. It's very hard, but I'm doing it.
Так давно тебя здесь не было. Мы уже все соскучились. Сегодня наш поэт выступает.
A poet is performing. Yeah, that's probably St. Petersburg. You can imagine that like a poet performance kind of thing in St. Petersburg.
Сейчас уже все начнется.
Yeah, very cultural. Loneliness -1. Let's go. Let's. Huh? Level complete? It's so confusing when this. Oh yeah, So I guess this game like actually has. This is the progression basically, right? So you need to find like this is your goals on the level that you need to find those like symbols floating in the air that. Yeah, okay, I guess that's like my progression sort of goals, huh? Which is a bit, I am actually not a big fan because I assume I can't go back, right? To the like the square. which kind of sucks because I did not explore it enough. I think I wish I could explore it more, but because I didn't know what like the symbol was doing, right? Was like what the function of the symbol was. I kind of like stepped into it accidentally, and now I'm like cut off. I can't go back. And that same thing happened with like the bus, right? Because I barely explored the beginning area, like the outskirts sort of the city. I think that area was supposed to like sort of be like an outskirts of the city. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that sort of obscure like level transitions. Socks or shoes? You decide. I think it's socks. I prefer the socks interpretation. And that's like very dirty socks. White, dirty socks, you know. Classic combination. I love this music. I love it. Yeah, that was like the level completion trigger. And the previous level ended in the same way, yeah. I think like it's tough one. It's a tough one because this game is basically all about exploration, right? So I kind of wish the game would give me like a confirmation choice, you know, when like you pick up when you like enter the symbol like trigger. I wish the game would tell me like give me a choice like, do you want to progress or can you want to go back? Yeah, that's probably how I wish it would do it, because I feel like I'm just robbed of like of these potential spaces that I didn't explore. Oh well. Now look at this artsy, very hipster-esque, you know, art gallery, right? Do you have like a cat ears? Is it? What is it? That's a bit unexpected. That's definitely you wouldn't really expect like a lady with like a cat ears in your typical art gallery, I think. Not that I visit those galleries very often. Yeah, I assume it's like also just all these like the classic, you know, like the Russian paintings. Don't recognize any of them whatsoever. Oh, that's a cute cat. These are our people. Oh, they're like cogs on the floor. Like, what? Excuse me. I think someone vandalized this like art installation. Oh no, I'm not helping. I'm not helping. Whatever. Very fancy neon signs that you can like. It's like, I mean, you can just every new like a coffee shop in like in St. Petersburg, like very fancy, like a modern, like I don't know, can you call them hipster sort of like coffee shops? They all have neon signs like this, like all of them have neon signs. And I mean, I get it. It looks nice. I like these neon signs. But it's just like they all like all these coffee shops, or like bakeries, you know. They all just kind of blend together because of that. I mean, they look fancy. It's like they look nice. It's comfortable to be in one of those. But yeah, it's kind of, I don't know, it's like a sort of like a. Oh man, my tea is cold. I don't want to drink that tea anymore. I wonder if it's like a sort of a consequence of this like a globalized kind of like modern sort of interior design kind of art style. I don't know. Is it like, are those like common in UK too? Like those fancy modern coffee shops? Is this where I found out you have some beef? I don't have beef. I mean, it's a kind of like a love-hate relationship, because I like the neon signs, but if everyone is using neon signs, it's just kind of like it loses its charm for me. Also, oh my god, what am I looking at? This is some contemporary art for sure. I'm looking at something very gross, especially this, I think. And I'm glad that the game sort of obscures behind its like pixelization. I feel like it's like a head. I don't know. That's a weird one. I do like this. So I like this. It's just like a juxtaposition of like very different sort of art styles, right? This is more like old, like historical. You would think Russian art pieces, and now we're slowly getting in more like into contemporary stuff. That's a Twitch ban? Don't no. It's completely safe for work. Image of something that looks like what? Oh, the lights are off. What? Oh my god! Am I supposed to like watch this actually? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm late. I'm sorry. Let me take my play. I'm really sorry. Where's my place? Where am I? I can't sit. Okay, I'll just stand. I'll stand awkwardly here because.
Сосед всю ночь брехал. Какую красивую жизнь ты мне дал. По улице волочатся ангелы с колясками. Ветер колышет их сиц. У девочек глаза совсем не такие, как у мальчиков. В их бесконечной глубине, в их скребущей душу семье, я вижу только осень, душа.
Who's playing the guitar? Is it it? No, I cannot clap. My model cannot clap. I'm incapable of clapping. Okay, that was cool. Alright, I actually digged it a lot. It was actually... I felt like I was witnessing like a poet performance, you know? Especially when the lights like went off. It just became very comfy, very intimate. Yeah, that was cool. And I had like I think it was like very outstanding experience of like being late to the performance, you know, just like, and like, oh, you see all the seats are taken over, you're like, which one will I take? I'm sorry, I'm a little bit late. I know I'm not supposed to make all the noises. Okay, that was cool. That was really cool. Like the sense, like the sense of place is just, I think this game like delivers very well on that. Yeah, we'll just stand in the back, thanks. How the game? So I'm really enjoying it. Also, the guy at the bottom left wearing. You mean actually? Oh man, everyone just left. Do you mean this guy? It felt like Janu's poetry made out of people doing coffee shops. The guys go. I'm sorry. I was so captivated by this moment. I also kind of felt a little bit rude, you know, to speak over this guy. Also, this guy, man. Yeah, it's you. There are people like this, right? They don't give a fuck. They just sit in their phones. Very rude, very rude. The stabs? Are they actually? Can I even like? Oh boy! Oh my God! Look at this courtyard.
Знаешь, я ненавижу свою жизнь.
Of course, they're smoking bong, fucking zoomers, and drinking wine. God damn it! I am. Whatever. Actually, that looks kind of comfy. Yeah, actually, I'm kind of digging it. Drinking wine, smoking this bong, like it also like has usually this like bong sinks. Man.
Да что-то человеческое в нас есть.
Oh my god, these people, they're so into philosophizing, like into this, like about this like existential sort of like pondering and reflection. What is this crowd? Anyway, that looks comfy. I like this. Because
Знаешь, что Даня поступил в университет, изучает философию.
Да, говорят, очень интересный и перспективный молодой человек.
That's probably, if you're studying philosophy, I am probably not very...
Ну, как твои впечатления?
Я думаю, что тут не все так просто, Вася. В прошлый раз все было по-настоящему. Мы были искренними, хохотали, и стихи были значительными и полными. Никаких двухсмысленностей и напряжения, как теперь.
I'm kind of digging how like all these characters are just like just giving this like one-liners like yeah, that's I guess you can this is probably the crowd that you expect in places like this, right? There are probably a bunch of like,
С ним расстаться. Не могу больше лгать.
who is this girl?
Чаще и чаще говорит со мной, как сумасшедший. Ты не поверишь, он настаивает на том, что я никогда не смогу жить с человеком, которого люблю. У меня ощущение, будто он пытается меня во всем ограничить, сделать послушной куклой.
Он не понимает, что девушки просто хотят радоваться жизни.
Same. Anyway, they all smoking this bong thing. They're all drinking wine. They have like, man, I kind of, I don't know, man. I'm just like the snob inside of me, like a very cynical part of me, just wants to vomit, but like another part of me just kind of looks and be like, I kind of wish I were there. I kind of like it. I can, yeah, it's kind of comfy. I can sit behind this table and drink wine and smoke this stuff. It's it kind of, it sort of looks fun, you know. It is a fucking St. Petersburg. This is a fucking thing that you can encounter in St. Petersburg. Yeah, that's for sure. Oh, that's hookah. It's not bong. It's hookah. Also hello, Aptress. I'm sorry if I mispronounced the nickname. I think I don't know if I'm Cyborg. It's kind of weird how like this game had like one scene with a cyborg, this like a hacker kind of guy, and this like another guy had like a eye implant or something like. But now everyone else looks normal. So I have no idea what's going on here. Preach, sister, preach. Like we wouldn't catch you with one of these. I mean, I'm just. Oh my! Oh! Look at this guy. He's just. Oh my! I am Yeah, it is Saint Petersburg. Now I'm just yeah. Do you see the guy that they were talking about? That you were curious. Did you talk about this guy? Or I don't see anyone else with like interesting outfits. I mean, they all like very like unique and cool, except this one. Oh, very fancy dress. I like the that's kind of like the crowd that you would expect, I think, in place like very what do you say, like very diverse outfits all over the place. And yeah, and of course someone just came just like that. Yeah, actually, yeah, you're right. I don't think I've seen any like copied NPCs. Like they all look very, very distinct. Even so, you can kind of see like this guy has like, oh no, he has like a different hoodie actually. Oh no. I think that's just, yeah, I think it's like the same clothes. That's the texture is different, right? So at the very least, even if they have like the same model, like the texture work is very distinct. So it like adds. Oh, this guy! I think this guy. Yeah, this guy's actually moving. Okay, he's just vibing in the corner. Man, I kind of wish this game was in VR. You know, I feel like VR would like elevate and enhance like the sense of the place even more. Because I want to sit here. I want to like drink the wine. I'm actually, that was kind of rude. I did not. I'm sorry. I did not mean to do that. That was kind of, yeah, that was very rude of me. Yeah, it's also another like very, I think, art. I don't know, like a Saint Petersburg thing, like a very, maybe you can even say European thing, right? When you have like this, like repurposed buildings, like a factory. In this like case, like a factory, right? That was like is repurposed for like art gallery and it's like performance avenue sort of kind of thing. There's like courtyards where people just chill and smoke. What do you call it? Whatever. And drink wine and philosophize and contemplate life and also eat chips. Holy shit! Someone was drinking like what is it, like a Jack Daniels? I think the brand, right? I'm not drinking it. My character cannot handle beer. I am definitely not drinking whiskey. And very nicey, very nice art pieces. Oh, I like this combination of like a pharmacy sign with an alcohol. Rude, yeah. I apologize. I just pressed the button because of my gamer instincts. Yeah, I also dig this, like another kind of thing that you can probably, I think, encounter very often, right? In places like this, like that a lot of the kind of like old architecture is usually left. You can still see this like machineries, right? These like I don't know what you call them, like vessels or whatever. Where like the beer was, I think, brewed or whatever. So this like there's a sort of kind of the sense of like a better sense of like of the past, right? Like how it's like it's still present despite the fact that like it's not factor anymore. Yeah, it is a creative quarter of the city, and there's like I think actually I don't know if it's like directly inspired, but there's like a literal place in Saint Petersburg where I was. It's like a dock. There's like a dock, like a harbor area that is repurposed for like just like gastronomical, you know, space, like a food courts and like also like art galleries. That was pretty cool. I liked it. Like basically, it's like a public space for people to, like, to chill. You know? But you can see all the signs of like of previous like function of the space. Too. Yeah, that's like this game just gives you a very like outstanding experience of like of traveling through like some corners of St. Petersburg. Exposed industrial features, yeah. It's how it's usually always dock areas that become the more creative. US artists just love the factory. Yeah, I guess it's like a more or less like universal thing. It kind of, I mean, I guess there is like some. It's just very practical, right? Instead of like creating new spaces, right? New buildings, and like building spaces anew. You repurpose already like existing districts. Kind of makes sense how like the especially like in big cities, like it's like it's all very expensive. It's very hard to get like to make something new, right? So maybe there's like some kind of like practical reasons for why it's like very common to see all this like industrial areas repurposed like that. There's a lot of ex-dock areas in the UK that are now either creative spaces or upmarket areas. Yeah, it kind of makes sense if you think about it. Yeah, I do think I can exit right through this. So it is curious, like it's like this, you can see this fence is just like there is no way out, right? It doesn't look like a... Oh, no, actually, it kind of looks like a gate, maybe, that can open and close. Just, like, very minimalistically done. Kind of funny how like each table has like these napkins. Added to my wish list. I bought it just now. Hey, I am glad you're also vibing with this, and I'm kind of happy. Actually, I'm kind of happy now that I skipped a bunch of spaces, right? I skipped a bunch of, so I didn't show anything then. And yeah, I think I explored at least everything here, and yeah, I think this is actually the end, right, of this level. I wonder if it's like the end. Oh wait, no, it's inspiration gained? Oh wait a second. Where am I supposed to go then? Oh, am I supposed to go back? Earlier today is gonna wait for sale. I really hope this game does well. Okay, yeah, I'm really... I'm not really sure I'm supposed to go... Oh, the gate... Okay, the gate is open now. Alright. Oh yeah, it is outskirts of the city. What? There's no escape, there's no escape. Oh, okay, this is a cool level boundary, I'll tell you that. This is a pretty nice one. Very like, yeah, even level boundaries, they're all about, you know, existentialism kind of thing, right? Yeah, buddy, I understand. Expression games are quite niche, but sometimes some shine a lot. Like Babdi, for example. Yeah, I loved Babdi too. I thought about streaming it, but kind of in the end decided just like to play it on my own. Babdi was an experience too. That's for sure. Yeah, I wonder what these symbols mean. Alright, level complete. Oh, rat! Pet the rat! Pet the rat! I wasn't fast enough. Oh. Okay, this oh my god, I got so confused what I'm looking at. But it's like a just like a plastic bag. Man, this is, oh my god, this is so just this is such a like so interesting how video games, they don't really it's like such a like a common experience, well maybe not very common, right? When you like walk across the street and it's like a wind and they're like in the edges of your vision you see there's like some kind of shape like floats in the air and you're like, wait, what is it? And you look at it and you're like, oh wait, it's a fucking plastic bag, right? I never experienced like this kind of like moment in a video game, and now that happened to me. There's just like a plastic bag floating and like being very, very weird and like ambiguous in the distance. Yeah, thank you, Apturus, again, hopefully I pronounced it right. Thank you for stopping by, and I am glad that you're digging this game too. Hope you have a good playthrough too. A weird floating bag. I mean, it is kind of, yeah, it's like trying to kiss this lamppost. It's like this plastic bag is really into this lamppost, which I completely understand. Oh no, now it's like, it's over. No, it's going back. Oh no, it's over. No, it's going back. No, it's over. No, it's, yeah, it has a character for sure. Can I pick it up? Probably not. Oh, there are like a bunch of cars. Cars look very small. Like the scale feels a bit off, actually. I think the same thing was like other cars, like in a bunch of levels before. They were also pretty small. Like, look at this car in comparison to this rat. You can pet rats, by the way, and get plague. Plus plague, I don't know what that means, but I will embrace it. Oh, there's a... Okay, there are like someone just drive through. And there is a stadium. In the middle of nowhere, okay. Oh, it's like a football playing ground, okay. God, I'm so good at this. Maybe not that good, but... Man, this is such a waste of electricity. You know...
Я тут подумала, ты знаешь разницу между бессилием и беспомощностью?
Нет.
А в чем разница между беспомощностью и отчаянием?
Я не знаю.
Как ты думаешь, все в этом мире приходит к концу?
Ну, конечно же.
Очень на это надеюсь.
Я тоже.
Нам ведь уже нечего терять, правда?
Боюсь, что да.
Just stares, yeah. Remember how we talked before, how like that this game like does a good job of like featuring these NPCs, like the stares at phones, right? And so it's like it looks very like natural and normal. Why like they don't react to us, right, when we approach them and just stare at them? Yeah, it's not one of those moments. It's just man, imagine you're just like two girls, right? And you're just like chilling in the middle, like having a picnic in the middle of fucking nowhere. And there's a guy comes out of darkness and just comes to you and like stares at you. I would be terrified. I would run away like immediately. Wait, there's like someone jogging around? Yeah, there's like oh my god, this guy is just...
Бля, не мешай, а?
Okay, all right, yeah, yeah, I get it. Jogging like in the middle. Holy shit, there is. Look at him go. Also, it is also like very authentic, like scene. All this like what do you call it, like sport like equipment, you know, that is just was like created, like put in like literally from Soviet time. You know, like it's not handled well, right? No one takes care of it. It's all becomes rusty and just looks kind of ugly, not good at all. And I would say it's like just simply unsafe to use it. Like look at the rust. I wouldn't even fucking touch it. Not even just like this guy is. Yeah, this is like more of like your typical gopnik, kind of like Russian gopnik kind of guy who just doesn't give a shit. I tried to hit him with a ball. I'm sorry. That was kind of. What am I thinking about? That's just rude. It's just us and them at night on an abandoned estate. Perfect picking time. It is kind of funny. It's kind of like it feels kind of authentic, right? It's like in the middle of the night, but there are people who are just like walking out. There's like people who are jogging. Yeah, that kind of. Also, look at that. Look at that window with like this pink light leaking out of it. Someone is having a good time. Now they're like this. Their outfits. It's kind of, and there were like one girl's like doing the older like existential philosophizing, and the other girls just kind of like responds like I don't know, maybe, yes, probably. It's kind of like a ghost girl, you know, talking and having time with like your typical bimbo or something. Good for them. Good for them. I will say this. What is very... I'm not buying it. It's like very inauthentic. How many balls are around here? Like, look at how many perfectly good looking, like in perfectly good condition balls are scattered around. Just in a neighborhood like this, people would just steal it. You wouldn't have that. It wouldn't be the case. So that's just, yeah, it kind of breaks my suspension of disbelief. Not gonna lie, not a big fan. Not a big fan. True, yeah, that's just kind of. I mean, I get it from a gameplay perspective. You want players to just kind of let them kick balls and have a good time. But you can put like one ball, you know, and you can put like one guy here who's just, and let's say this ball belongs to this guy who's like. And when you approach him, he's just like, "You can kick my ball," you know. Kind of sounds kind of weird, but you know what I'm talking about, right? Cool place. I didn't actually. You know what? We have. I literally have a school, like the in my neighborhood, like literally my windows like come out on the school. And the school has this big, also like a football field, and they have this. They also have projectors that they're on during the night. So, yeah, I guess it's also kind of authentic. Actually, let me see. Are the projectors are on? Give me a second. Oh, actually, no. Okay. No, they're off right now, so they turn them off sometimes. But it is kind of like very, you can argue, wasteful use of electricity. It is still, you can say it's pretty authentic to how, you know, in general how Russians approach like the use of electricity, the use of like energy. It's like it's very. For the most part, it's like very irresponsible, kind of like unconscious, just whatever. You know, it kind of reminds me how I was very surprised when I was like visiting, it was Prague, I think, where I've discovered that it is punishable for like stay like in a car. Let's say like you're sitting in a car and the car like engine is on. I think it's like it is prohibited in Czech Republic. I don't know if it's like a common like a practice or like a law in other European cities, but for me it was just like, wait, what? You can't do this even in winter if it's like it's cold. You can't still like keep the engine on in the car, like to stay like warm. Yeah, that was that's not thing in Russia. No one really cares about this. You can just whatever, buddy. Yeah, usually only one kid out of 20 would have the football, and once they're going, the footballing stops. Yeah, pretty much. Very, very. You can sit in your car all night in Russia. Sure. Yeah, with lights on. You can sit with lights on, even with music on, very loudly. You can do this. You can like if you feel brave. There probably at certain point some very angry person like a boomer will come out and say and will scream at you and will swear to you. But you can do this. You can do this. The police probably won't come for you. Like it's like a very very common thing. You know, like I remember a bunch of cases, especially like in my. In a previous town that I lived in, which is far smaller town compared to St. Petersburg, it is like a very common thing that you have like your typical like post-Soviet neighborhood, and then at the middle of the night a bunch of like Zoomers or like millennials come on the car and they turn the music on very loudly, and you try to call the police, but police just doesn't care. The police doesn't come. So you have to actually like try to handle it yourself and then scream out of the window at these guys and hope that they will listen to you. But actually there's a good chance they won't listen to you. Also, another thing, I am very inauthentic, I would say. It is... The night is clear. The night is so clear. Just look all the stars. I forgot to turn off Telegram, but I think it's kind of late at this point. Look at this. You can see every star, but I don't think it's the case anymore. Like in St. Petersburg, I don't remember last time I saw the skies. Actually, I just don't remember what happened because it's always just the skies is just you don't see anything, and actually. Yeah, because I assume it's because of the pollution, like all the industrial, all the factories and stuff that kind of just. Oh, what's this? Your driver is arriving in 1 to 2 minutes in gray Volga. Okay, I guess I'm using Uber. Okay. Also, I don't think we had Boomer. Oh, not Boomer. Oh my god. I'm just saying things. We had Uber. But I don't think we have Uber anymore. Yeah, I think they pulled out. A gang of lights owners. I guess I'm waiting for my taxi driver. Sure. What's in here? What? Why is these guys are... What the fuck? Huh? Oh, these are the gopniks that I encountered earlier. They found the light. Holy shit. Oh, I am... Neon shirts. They light up my life. I am... Listen, you know what? I'm happy for them. It is a very hard, especially if you live in places like this, to find light. So I'm genuinely happy for you. Keep on doing this stuff, guys. Oh, the taxi driver. Is it, by the way, is it like do you have like in UK, do you also have these like apps that you can, oh my god, I mean you have Uber. What am I thinking about? Like when you basically just like you have an app, right? You order a taxi and you can, on the app you can literally see like you have like the map, GPS map that shows like the location of your driver, and you can like literally see in a real time as the driver approaching you, and you can see like in the app like the name of the driver, the car that they're driving, the like identity, like the number of the car, all this stuff. Dude, does Uber has this? Have it? Yeah, all the okay, it's like a common thing. Okay. Yeah, that looks like Volga to me. Like this, I think Volga is a Soviet car, right? It's not of a foreign brand. And Volga, but it's like Volga is literally, I mean, I don't know how commonly known it is. It's like basically a river in Russia. Hello? Oh my god, I'm actually in the car.
Куда? Домой?
Yes, please. Drive me to my home.
И что ты там будешь делать? Дома? Жарить картошку с колбасой? Пить водку в 3 часа ночи?
Oh my god, you're one of those guys, you're one of those taxi drivers
что?
that he just talks to you constantly. I fucking hate this type of taxi driver.
У тебя
I
вообще
fucking
есть
hate him.
работа? Или
Oh
ты
my
никогда
god.
ничего не делаешь? Когда тебе понадобятся деньги, куда ты пойдешь?
Dude, I'm not paying you enough for this kind
Я
of
вот работаю таксистом уже 10 лет. Я езжу по своим маршрутам с утра до ночи, всюду, где хочу. Иногда по несколько дней подряд.
Whatever, buddy,
Я не
whatever.
помню, когда я начал работать таксистом. Просто так получилось. Вот и все. Я это делаю, и все.
In my experience, the name of the driver is
Ничего
always
другого у
misleading.
меня нет.
Woman's name, it's a man. Ha, that's interesting.
Посмотри вокруг. Повсюду одно и то же.
I like this place. No, I don't actually. I'm
Мы все
just lying.
пустые и безжизненные. Боимся смотреть правде в глаза. Мы все очень устали. Очень устали.
This taxi driver has a
Все
very good
постоянно
music
хотят
taste.
развеяться, танцевать где-то всю ночь.
Usually,
Потом из
taxi
обеда
drivers
утра.
have very shitty music taste, in my experience. They all have like some
Такая
like,
жизнь
very
не может длиться вечно.
old, like Russian pop, like music, which is just I
Пора
don't
очнуться.
like.
Пора
at
кому-то
all.
себя проявить. Правда, не знаю кому.
Oh, the sign. We passed the sign. Neyasnoe.
Это будет не твоя роль. Ты хочешь спать? Пожалуйста, спи. Я тебе не мешаю.
You're kind of bothering me, dude. You kind of.
Спи.
The games are over. The games? Why it's in plural? The music is great. It's not very inauthentic, but it is great music. You buried on the woods. Yeah, that was like the end. I'm not sure about the plural version of the. Yeah, this is the music that you would listen, you would encounter in the taxi. This like Eurobeat, whatever. I don't know. Oh, like the games. The game's over, like. Huh. Foreign name, English bloke? Huh, interesting. You can't hear the music? Oh my god, oh my god. The game wasn't loud enough? Oh, that sucks. Yeah, okay. That was the game. That was Neyasnoe. Yeah, that is great. Actually, like it was really good exploration driven game. Like just fantastic. A great sense of place. Like the spaces itself, it was very engaging to explore them. The characters were amazing. Like the voice actors did great job. I love all the overall the character design and how they were like very unique. Everyone was just cool stuff all around. Damn, yeah, that was really good. Kind of surprised how good it was. Yeah, that was like a proper GG. How that backwards are pronounced? Yeah. It's yeah. So basically N, yeah, ya, S, N, O, yeah. Pretty much. It kind of makes sense, maybe, considering that like the previous game that they did was It's Winter, right? Which is also about like exploration and like being like very intimate with the space of that you're inhabiting, living in. Yeah, that's one way to put it. Not sure what I think about like the characters being like very kind of on the nose, maybe even a little bit obnoxious with kind of like their philosophizing that they. But I think I think I like it in the end, considering how everything has like very surreal right mood to it. I think the fact that like all the characters just like really weird, kind of fits. It's like there's like a coherency, like a consistency, I don't know, about it. Yeah, that was a good game, great game, and I'll probably even like maybe try to like play it behind the stream, just like to see what I missed. Yeah, that's the title. That's the title of the game. Neyasnoe. It's just basically "не" is like a negative, like what do you call like negative particle, and "ясно" means like it's basically "ясно" means clear, and "не" means like not, so it's like unclear basically, or like uncertain again. It's like maybe. That bookshop woman was a weird. That moon, yeah, I have no idea what was her deal. Like what was she about? That was just, yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, the stats is the good. Yeah, I have no idea if the stats were decorative. Like it kind of feels like the stats were just like to create this like very sort of confusing state of mind, to add to like contribute to overall like experience of confusion, just to make you guess and speculate what stats do and if they have any impact, while actually they have no impact whatsoever. Oh man, oh my god, you are so right. The crouching, the keys, the crate stacking. Remember crate stacking that the game teaches us that you can do crate stacking? None of that was. None of that came out, right? I mean, maybe I missed something. Maybe I missed a bunch of. But I don't think so. I don't think I I mean, at least like the critical pass didn't require me to utilize any of those mechanics. Yeah, that was so weird. It's like, imagine we just got a bad ending. There's like 20 more hours of content to go. That would be wild. I feel like the tutorial was just a troll. Or like maybe like you can speculate that like they made the tutorial in the beginning, which is kind of also weird on its own. Like usually you don't do tutorial like in the beginning of development, but maybe they did a tutorial and then like they have like a big plans for the game, but then it didn't work out, so they had to cut a lot of content. I don't know, not really sure. It is puzzling, that's for sure. Huh. But yeah, anyway, that was a good, I think like if you like think about a more like sort of meta level, like what kind of subgenre you can put this game into, I think walking sim is just fits nicely, and I think you can like say it is like a good example of like kind of like a, I don't know, maybe you can say it's like a post-walking, like example of like a post-walking sim game, you know. That is just kind of breaks away from the like more like a conventions of like your sort of first way walking sims, like the Arrestor or like Stanley Parable, right? Removes like the whole like doesn't feature any some kind of like overarching like narrators, right? And instead like lean toward exploration more, like in like providing this like more intimate experience, right, with the space, and actually letting a player like interact with character, like, right, actually like populating the spaces with people that you can look at and interact with, even so it's like in very limited manner in this game. Right, in comparison again to first wave of walking sims that were like all of them just feature like their worlds are dead pretty much, right? And it's like one of the criticism that I think is very like on point about like very sort of conventional walking sims or like traditional walking sims, and that they all feature these empty dead worlds pretty much. And this game kind of like features also an empty dead world, but actually filled with these people that have to like handle living in a world like this. A game where you walk on posts. Dead on purpose world, yeah, pretty much. Like the dead world that has like glimmers of lights, you know. You know what? Now that I think about it, I kind of wish the game was leaning toward this kind of like, philosophizing even more. I kind of wish try to do even more actually, like, because like all the characters are kind of like give you this kind of like just one-liners, right? But I don't know. Maybe it would be a little bit too much. Do you know where the devs are from? I think they're from Russia. I don't know, like their Twitter page, I don't think it mentions where they're from. Let me just check quickly there. Their Twitter page. God damn it, where is it? Yeah, I think they're actually. Wait a second. They don't have like they don't have like the location on their like a social media page, but they have like the university. Weirdly enough. Oh wait, it's not St. Petersburg. It's actually Petrozavodsk. It's just like it's not a big, it's like kind of like a small town actually in Russia. But wait a second, I think it's somewhere, is it around? Is it close to St. Petersburg? It kinda is. It's kinda near St. Petersburg, but it's not. Anyway, yeah. Romero is streaming. Oh wow. Okay. What is he streaming? I'll try to check it out. Yeah. So I think they are from Petrozavodsk. At least they attended university. Very short check revealed that. Just basically kind of near St. Petersburg. But anyway, okay, yeah, that was the game. Making it do map? Holy shit, that's okay. That I need to check it out. All right, it's time to end the stream. No more idle talk. Rape. I don't know. I feel so weird about rating people. Because I think like I have like rating people when you have like, I don't know, 2-3 like people watching you. It's kind of weird, to do that. Anyway, that was the game. That was Neyasnoe. Check it out if you want. If you didn't play the previous game, it's Winter. It's basically the same thing, but like it's focused more on exploration, just kind of like in this desolated space. Also pretty cool. I'll just, I don't know, watch some vids at least. Yeah, that was great. See you on the merch. I will post something. I usually don't. I rarely post actually in chats. I'm not really a chatter myself. But anyway, yeah, I'll thank you, Zombie Triangle, for stopping by. Thanks to anyone who watched the VOD rather. And I'll see you probably next to. I'm not sure about Thursday. I'm like really can't promise anything on Thursdays because, like, again, Space Marine 2. It's kind of it's all just it's tough. It's tough, all the work. So I'll see you probably on Tuesday. Yeah. Until next time, and have a good Romero Romero watching session. A Romero like making Doom map session. Yeah, I'll be there too. Bye bye.